Welcome back to A Farm for a Dog. Today we got a little project. We're going to be installing some new fence posts, but we're also going to set them in concrete, and then those fence posts are going to act as also a way to an area to feed the horses. We got the electric fence off. You can see we got all our equipment ready. Got our level for when we set the post. We got our post hole diggers, some gloves, tape, paint to mark where the posts are going to go. Got some water down there, and most importantly, we got our energy. Got the coffee. You see the horses back there in the background. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure off this one post here that we already have set. It's going to be for a 6-foot gate. So we're going to measure 6 foot off of the bottom of this post to over here. That way we know where in the future that post is going to go, but we're not going to set that post yet. What we like to do, what we did with our big 16-foot gate is after we set the post the gate's going to hang to, we go ahead and hang the gate, and then we'll hang this post here in the future. But we're going to go ahead and mark our spots, and we'll bring you back guys in shortly. Now we're going to measure out 6 foot from that first set post. Go ahead and see where our next post is going to be for the end of our gate. After that, we're doing 6 inches from the original fence line, so that way we can take down the electric fence. We'll have posts in between, but so we're going to go 6 off our set line here, and then from this point that way we'll do another 8 foot. We'll go ahead and get our set mark for 6, and then I'm going to measure 6 inches off of here. It's actually dead on, so we're good. This will be our spot for the end of our gate, and then from here we'll go ahead and measure out 8 foot this way for our first mark for our area where we're going to feed them. All right, go ahead and do 8 foot. And I'll measure 6 inches off. Dead on again. We'll have to do this 4 more times, but in the meantime, we'll get you caught up in a minute. All right, guys, and through the miracle of television, we are back, and the fence is completed. Now, when you last saw us, we were marking some paint marks on the ground and getting ready to set these posts in the ground. Alarm clock's going off back there, letting us know what time it is. But we got the post set, and this was kind of a hurry project. We were heading out of town, so we got the post set in one day. We didn't get to film it through some technical difficulties, and then the very next day a rainstorm decided to blow through, and it was a rush to get these 2x4s installed and the buckets hung. But everything went pretty good with it. We like it a lot. The horses like it. But all we really did was so we disconnected the electrical tape from the fence and connected it, as you see right there, all the way down, and it's connected with that wire right there. That's the wire that strings all 4 strands together, and then we have a bottom strand on the inside running across. We just got these 2x4s screwed in, 3 of them. The top one's set at 5 foot, the middle one is at 2.5, and then the bottom is 1.5 foot. Go ahead and have a little, see Herschel over there getting in the bucket. And then because we haven't finished the run going this way yet, we decided not to put a board across these 3. As you can see, in the middle 2 sections, we got a board covering it up, and that's for a little extra support across that one too. then here on the other side, again, when we disconnected the electrical tape, we did some wood mounts for electrical tape, and then that one wire connects all four and draws the current together to make it hot. And we'll slide through and take you to the inside, let you look at it from the other side. These guys they know it's feeding time. They're getting pretty hungry, but we'll duck down, squeeze through. Then on this side, what's going on, Herschel? On this side, here we have their feed buckets. They just come off. They have little holes in the top of the feed bucket if we wanted to attach them to the wood. But what we did is, these are about, I think they're right at 2 foot. These 2x4s, just the spare pieces that we got. We got 2x4 by 10s to go across here, so we'd have an extra couple of feet. But this is just screwed on there with 4 screws, kind of holding it in place, very sturdy. And then we just take their feed bucket. When you hang it up, it just goes on there like that, and it can't slide because of the post. But it can't come on. Of course, if the horse bumps with the nose, they can knock it off. And that's the bottom tape right there. We got it run all the way across, that way they can't push on it all the way. But the first one was Herschel bucket. And we got the next bucket. And finally the last bucket down here. But it worked out pretty good, and we're excited to continue to run the post on down the fence line to kind of complete it, make it look a lot neater than this old electrical tape. But that's what it looks like from this side with the barn in the background. And we're going to introduce you guys to the horses today.
This sweet guy is Herschel. He's 14 years old, and he's a quarter horse. He's a real sweet guy. And then the white is a mare, and her name is Bold, and she's 17 years old. And she's a thoroughbred. And the one behind Elliot is Allie, who's an Arabian. She's 23 years old, and had her since she was a baby, so she's a special one. But they're all really sweet, good horses, and we enjoy making a home for them.
That's all of them. Allie likes to come up and scratch her nose on you. Here she comes. She loves attention. So does Herschel and Bold. So we're gonna grab these guys some food, and we'll show you guys how the feeding arrangement works, how they like the buckets. We'll be back with you shortly. We forgot to tell you guys the posts that we got are 6-inch posts, and which is 6-inch round, and they're 8 foot long, and we dug 3-foot holes. So 5 foot of them is what's sticking out of the ground, but they're not all the exact measurement. Some are actually longer than others. Like you can see, this pole's pretty spot on at the top. But this pole here, he sticks up just a little further, so we'll have to come back with a sawzall or chainsaw and trim down a little bit to make everything more organized and unified. But the project went pretty smooth, and we enjoyed doing it. But after we dug the 3-foot holes, we put a little concrete at the bottom of each hole, and then we set the post, level it, make sure it's over at least at 5 feet out of the ground. And then we pour dry concrete in there, and we have a 5-gallon bucket of water. We don't pour the whole 5 gallons of water in the hole. We just scoop out maybe a few cups of water to add to the dry concrete, because the moisture in the ground the concrete will soak in that moisture and it'll harden it. So it'll set the post, and they'll last for a good long time. And eventually we're gonna come back with some, these are treated 2x4s, but we're gonna come back with some a stain and put a little stain on them, make them pretty. But we're looking forward to when all this field fencing, the electrical fencing will be, we can replace it with these beautiful wood posts and have something a little more sturdy for the horses. That way, in case one of them decides to slip out one day, makes it a little bit harder.
And I just have one small correction on Herschel and Bold's age. I got them mixed up. Herschel is 17 and Bold, the white thoroughbred, is 14.
So Herschel, he's the older one. And of course we got Allie in the back. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and feed them. Jenny's gonna drop the food in the buckets, and I'll try to stay on this side and get y'all a picture of what all goes on. That's how they work. And if you guys already know, some of you may not, the horses have a pecking order, just like chickens. The Bold, she's the dominant one. She's the boss. So she gets to first bucket to eat first. I said that was Herschel's bucket earlier. I was wrong. I forgot that's Bold's. So she gets first dibs. Then we go down the line to Mr. Herschel. And then we got Allie down here. She's enjoying her food. So that's how it works out. They're able to eat pretty good, and keeps them off the ground, keeps their food a little cleaner, and doesn't make it as messy. Well, we appreciate you guys coming by today and taking the time to watch our videos, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and like button. Leave a comment, let us know what you guys think about these videos, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.